Justin, always an exciting time of the year when the draw comes out. Tell us the Storm's feelings about what we've been handed for 2023.
Yeah, it certainly is. Overall, we're pretty happy with the draw, and on balance, when you look at football and performance, when you look at member experience, and when you look at the commercial opportunities that come with the draw, we're really pleased and really happy with the fixture in its entirety, and really looking forward to next season.
One of the issues the club had last year was a lot of home games at the start of the year and then a lot of away games at the end. How's that panned out this time?
Yeah, look, a lot better balance across the season. That was one of our requests to the NRL, to ensure that we weren't too front-ended with our home games. We know that our members wanted to be coming along to AAMI Park to support the team across the entire season, and from a football point of view as well, the back end of last year had a really heavy travel load for us, so it was important that we had a really good balance across the season. I think from a football point of view as well, we're really pleased to only have 2 5-day breaks. I think that's the average across the NRL. The placement of our buys is really important. We've got one bye after Anzac Day, and then we've got 2 of our buys during the Origin stand-down period. So that's going to be great for the club to know that we've got buys when we haven't got access to our Origin players, and I think there's only one other Origin stand-down weekend where we won't have access to our players, where we're playing away to the Tigers in Sydney. So overall, from a football and performance point of view, we're really happy with the balance across the fixture, and then from a membership point of view as well, in terms of our members and fans being able to come and watch the Storm play in Melbourne across the entire season, we're really happy as well.
First half of the year, there's a couple of big blockbusters there back to back. Let's talk about the Roosters game first. Brandon Smith hopefully will be in the Roosters team. That's in a pretty prominent time slot, that one.
Yeah, huge Thursday night, Good Friday Eve. It allows the club to continue its work with the Good Friday appeal in the Royal Children's Hospital in the lead up to that game. Obviously, playing the Roosters is always such a huge occasion. It's a big match. We saw that this year with our game against the Roosters and the crowd that we have. Brandon Smith, obviously, we're expecting a hostile welcome back to Melbourne for him. But we're really excited about playing in the big games, and Thursday night, opening the Easter weekend, is certainly one of them. We follow that in the couple of weeks after that with our Anzac Day clash, a Tuesday night this year, obviously against the Warriors, of course, so that's really exciting for us. And then in the middle part of the season, we have 2 really big blockbuster games against both the Parramatta Eels and the Penrith Panthers, so the grand finalists, the premiership and runner-up teams on big Friday night games. With the FIFA lockout here in Melbourne as part of the World Cup, we won't be able to play those games at AAMI Park, and we're currently working with the AFL on their floating fixture to determine our venue, but we're really hopeful that we'll be able to play those games under the roof at Marvel Stadium and get a really big crowd in Melbourne. It was important to us that those games stayed in Melbourne. We didn't even want them to be outside of the Metro Melbourne area, because we want to make sure all of our members and fans can get along to them, and they've got 11 home games in Melbourne next year. Obviously we can't play them all here at AAMI Park, but we're hopeful of Marvel Stadium, and if not, we've got a couple of other venue options in Metro Melbourne, so our members won't miss out.
How soon do you have to get that sorted out? Is it something that needs to be done in the next couple of weeks, or can you wait a while?
No, it'll be a little while. I don't think that we'll be able to provide full clarity on that until early next year.
And if we just go back to the start of the year, our 25th anniversary season, and we kick off the season in Parramatta on the first game of the year. That's exciting.
Very exciting. We love being a part of the big games, and we're pumped to be opening the season against Parramatta, who obviously played in the grand final last year, and it's going to be an interesting test for Craig Bellamy and his record of not losing a round 1 game in his entire career, so 20 years without losing round 1, so that's going to be a really big build-up for us. And also, just more recently, we haven't been able to get over the line against the Eels for some reason, so it's going to have extra significance for us. And
the first home game is against the Canterbury Bulldogs on a Saturday night. One of the benefits for being earlier in the year with that type of round is there's no AFL that weekend.
Yeah, exactly. So no excuses. We want to see an absolutely packed out AAMI Park here on the Saturday night. I think 7:35. It's a great draw for us in the early stages, playing against the Bulldogs. They're going to be a much better team next year, and so we're going to have to be up for it. But it's exciting for us to be back at AAMI Park in round 2, and I hope our members and fans are really looking forward to it as well.
Justin, we have the details on our 2 trials. One is a home trial, one is an away trial. Let's start with the home trial, and where are we taking that one this year?
Yeah, home trial in regional Victoria. Looking forward to heading down to GMHBA Stadium in Geelong for our home trial against the Sydney Roosters, which is really exciting. That'll be a Sunday afternoon game. It's going to be great to get back down to Geelong. We've played there in the past and had a really good turnout from the local community down there, and obviously Storm members and fans travelling down to Geelong. We're really appreciative of the support of Visit Victoria and the Victorian Government and the NRL to help work with us to achieve that outcome. We love taking games to regional Victoria. We know we have a lot of support in regional areas, and we're really looking forward to getting down to Geelong. We've got a new team playing locally down there, the Geelong Sharks, in both juniors and seniors. Participation's already really encouraging. So to be able to take a game down there and get amongst the Geelong community at GMHBA as part of the pre-season trial series is going to be really exciting. And to be playing against a team like the Sydney Roosters, a big Sydney club, is also going to be exciting. So I would expect to see a big crowd down there, and we're looking forward to playing.
Then the second trial a week later, something a little bit different. Storm's going across the Tasman to play the Warriors, but not in Auckland.
Yeah, it's going to be great to head back to New Zealand. Obviously, we were there this year for the first time in a couple of years off the back of COVID, playing the Warriors in Auckland, and to have our trial game over in New Zealand is a great outcome. I've got a lot of fans in New Zealand, and looking forward to heading over there. And to be playing in Christchurch, a different city, is another great opportunity for us to get amongst the community, get over to New Zealand and play against the Warriors, but also for Storm fans in and around the Christchurch area to come and watch a game of rugby league and watch the Melbourne Storm play. We're really looking forward to that. It's going to be exciting.
Unfortunately, there's no actual fixture round over in New Zealand for us this year, so no game in Auckland. So this is really the one-off chance, unless there's a finals match.
That's right, yeah. So we play our annual Anzac Day game against the Warriors here at Amy Park, but no return game this year over in Auckland against the Warriors. So for anyone in New Zealand watching this, or anyone who was planning on making a trip over to New Zealand of our Melbourne Storm fans, this is your one opportunity outside of a potential final, obviously, to get over to New Zealand and get down to Christchurch to watch us play. But we're really looking forward to it, and I know the Warriors love playing the Melbourne Storm over in New Zealand, no matter what city it's in. So to be in Christchurch in a new city is going to be great.